What's up, family? I'm Juan Castillo, and when I'm on social media, my favorite show to watch is the Don't Shoot the Messenger weekly podcast. Chris G, Professional Sutton, Rucker Report delivers sports the way it's supposed to be, real and authentic. So get ready to be entertained. My boys are ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton,
And I'm your
Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, the Rucker Report, a.k.a. Dirt.
Ready? This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game.
Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished.
This is Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
X about me.
With Professional Sutton.
You already know.
Chris G.
My homie.
And the Rucker Report.
My family, what up?
They for real.
All straight with no chaser.
Let the games begin.
Let's go. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
Yeah, that was tripping on me, man. I don't know what was going on with that, but that's neither here nor there. Welcome to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
Where Ruck at?
I'm right here.
There you go. All right. So we were doing the intro. Are you good? What's up, lady? What's up, sweetheart? So, welcome to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
Uh-oh. Did he bail on us? What happened? Okay, there we go. Oh, man.
Shit. Oh.
The show going haywire. Hopefully the 49ers don't go haywire like that. That's fine. Let Green Bay be Green Bay out there. But on behalf of the Rucker Report, he's in the building. As you can see, he might be sick, but hopefully it ain't too bad. But Chris, how are you doing today, man?
Yo, man. Happy Friday.
Yes, I am so happy.
It's been a long week. Been an extremely long week. Been an expensive week.
Okay.
Glad it's over.
Listen, people like you that got money, man, that ain't nothing to you, man. That ain't nothing to you.
I'm cheap.
That ain't nothing to you. But we do want to thank our sponsor, 94.3 WYBC.
The rhythm of the city.
Yes. Ruck, how you doing, man? You good? Oh, man, his Wi-Fi might be tripping on us. It's crazy.
Wi-Fi set tripping.
Oh, his Wi-Fi tripping. Oh, yes, it definitely is, man. It definitely is. But nonetheless, we are still here. So we got some NBA playoffs coming up here, man. We got some NBA
NFL. You mean NFL playoffs?
NFL. I'm sorry, NFL. I said NBA. I'm tripping.
Really? Well, you about 3-4 months early.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready because you know what I mean. Watching what's going on in NBA, man. With the damn Lakers, I don't know how that's gonna look, but so
horribly.
Yes, it definitely is. But we're gonna get on that. But again, we're supposed to have two guests. Maybe we might be drinking. I don't know. We might be. Who knows? But we are set to have two guests: Nick Ficarello, the mad scientist, and also Trey Larkins. He's going to stop in and join us. He's a Green Bay Packers fan, so he will.
Dropping some gems last week.
Yeah, definitely was, man. And he hit me up all week and said, "Hey, I want to be a part of this. I want to, chime in when you guys talk about the Niners and the Packers." I said, "Hey, please come through. We would definitely, needs your expertise here being Packers.
Well, you know why? Because we're a show for the people. That's why.
Yes, good. We get the people what they want. Ruck, what's up, man?
Yo, my joint was acting crazy. My bad, folks.
I said it was set tripping.
That junk was like, F this, man. We ain't doing what you want us to do. It's all good, though. It's all good, bruh. It's all good. So I do want to jump into, before we get, like I said, I don't want to do the Packers just yet and the 49ers. I kind of want to wait till Trey get on. But I do want to talk about some games that will be happening over the weekend when it comes to NFL playoffs. A lot of people are really liking the Rams over the Buccaneers. Fellas, how do y'all like that, man? What do you think about the Buccaneers? Are they primed and destined to win it again, or is it just the Rams just too much for them right now?
No, I don't think the Rams are too much. I just think the Buccaneers are really beat up right now.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, just in general, it's hard to go back to back. And they have been hit with the injury bug, something fierce. And with their center potentially going to be out and their right tackle potentially being out. So you mean to tell me Von Miller and Aaron Donald going to go against some backup? Oh, they ain't never good. They ain't never good. I don't care if Brady back there or not. They ain't never good. So I think that's the concern that people are having. They're already thin on offense from losing so many people. I don't think Ronald Jones is playing. I don't think Leonard Fournette is playing. Obviously, we know Godwin is hurt. Obviously, we know what went down with Antonio Brown. Rams are fully formed right now. They're probably about as healthy as you can be this late in the season.
True.
So I really think this game might come down to, health. And right now, the Rams are the healthier team with their strength going against potentially a Buccaneer weakness with, two key starters on the offensive line. Now, we all know Brady don't like to get hit. No quarterback likes to get hit, but we know Brady don't like to get hit. So, it could be some real danger in there for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Definitely. Also, thank everybody that's tuning in from Twitch. Appreciate you. Dr. Rachel, what's up? She said, don't know anything about NFL, just here lurking to show love. Thank you. I appreciate you as always. And that's Dr. Rachel.
What I'm talking about. That's Twitch family right there?
Yes, it is.
Let me tell you something about this. Let me tell you something about this Twitch community, man. Boy, do they show up and show love.
Do they?
Boy, do they show up and show love.
Especially Dr. Rachel. Again, it's a day and a few hours from where she's at right now. So it's Saturday. I believe it's 12 p.m. on a Saturday, and she's still here. Shouts out to her, man. Shouts out to the whole community. But no, you are totally right. And then again, with the Rams losing to the 49ers the last game of the season. So they've been, like, hey, we need to get this done. Already beating a Cardinals team that they were very familiar with as they are conference foes. And I just think that, like you said, going against a battered team, going against a team that has so much going on. But the Rams are like, okay, we hit our stride when we needed to hit our stride. To me, I feel that the Rams are definitely going to win that game. And like you said, even though Brady is the GOAT, but if you don't have your guys, who are there blocking for you and who actually know the system and who can take on the challenges that they're going to be going against, and Aaron Donald and Von Miller, my goodness.
All right, man, nobody over here said that they were going against the GOAT. All right, that's your GOAT. If you put no words in my mouth.
It is the GOAT. Here go Rendell. He said, get that ugly stadium off the screen. Come on, man. That's one of the best stadiums. That is the best stadiums of all time, man. Come on, man. Stop it. Don't worry. We're going to have our Packers segment towards the end, man. Trust me, we're going to give you Packers fans, time to talk about the 49ers. Because I have a lot to say, too. But, Ruck, man, what are your thoughts on this Tampa Bay and Rams game?
They gonna wish that AB wasn't as crazy as he is. Going into this game, it's not a game that you could be shorthanded in.
And like Chris alluded to be shorthanded at their top positions. You're talking about Christian Worth. You're talking about their starting center. That's a lot to be down in a playoff game. Even if it's at home, it's still a lot to be down.
Mm-hmm.
And say what you want about Stafford, that offense looked really good and dynamic against the Cardinals. It looked like what a Sean McVay offense should look like.
Mm-hmm. But you also heard what your boy Bruce Arians said. He told everybody, no, you're playing. I don't care how hurt. No, you're playing. We need you. All hands on deck. You know what I mean? So everybody needs to be in
Wait, did he smack anybody after he did that too?
Uh-oh.
Well, I think he again. I don't,
because I know what Shannon said if he did that, and I rock with Uncle Shay Shay.
well, he said, listen, everybody playing. I don't care how hurt you think you is. Everybody play it.
Skip.
Everybody play it.
Skip. You thump that boy in the head one more time. Skip.
He said everybody playing. Everybody playing. He don't care what y'all talking about. Everybody playing. Which I get, but you know, it's now Hambone was talking about, you know, how he slapped somebody in the head. I don't know how you guys feel about it. You know, the whole slap is it something that is a big deal, fellas? You know, Bruce Arians, or is it just like, you know, it happens? Because people was trying to make it like a big deal.
Brock, you want to take that first?
I mean, have I seen that before? Absolutely. Have I experienced that before? Unfortunately. But it was in high school. And these are at a point, these are grown men.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so again, I will say this. Regardless of all the rhetoric that has gone on just recently about BA has been a proven good coach.
Mm-hmm. True.
In situations that he's been in, right? But yeah, it's different. It's different in this climate because you just don't do it. You know, it's different in this climate because coaches in this climate now should know a little bit better to do something like that. I mean, we've never seen it on the NFL stage because everybody should have learned from Bobby Knight, right?
Should have.
So we'll see, man. We'll see. But you know, sometimes things get blown out of proportion. But BA may be bringing this on itself recently.
It's so funny, right? Because you had a lot of people who were saying, well, BA was doing what a coach is supposed to do when it came to AB situation. AB to suck it up. Then he goes out and, you know, makes a statement about one of his players. Like, no, I don't care. You have to play there. You know, I forget the player name, but offensive lineman, like, hey, coach, I don't think I can go. Well, you don't have no choice. You have to go. And then there was a slapping incident. So now everybody's like, not everybody, but a lot of people are like, I don't know, coach. This isn't what we want. This isn't what we want from you. But just a week ago, they was loving what he did to AB. You know, like, oh, get AB out of here. It's crazy. But now it's like, we don't know. But you know, that's how it works. You know, that's how it works. When the people don't get their way, you know, you're the bad guy. But could it have gone a different way? Possibly. But again, you know, it's, you know, like you were saying, Ruck, in this day and age, like, you got to be careful, because the one thing that is definite in the NFL, NBA, and any major sport is sponsorships. So them sponsors are looking at you doing certain things that they don't like, you know, like we're talking about AB. Yeah, they ain't gonna rock with you too heavy. They ain't gonna rock with you too heavy, unfortunately, because of what might, you know, come of their brand. But yeah, so it looks like we got the Rams in this one. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, I will say this, right? And as we know in the playoffs, it's all about momentum swings, right? It's all about pressure and momentum swings. I will say this. The Bucks are not the team that has anything to prove, if that makes any sense. Right?
Yeah, true.
The Rams are the one that made all these moves that made it Super Bowl or bust. Right?
True.
If they come out and lay an egg in the first half, in the first quarter, and the Bucks are up, the pressure again is not on the Bucks. It just gets even deeper for the Rams. Because not only you're thinking about this, right? Again, everybody knows this. We talk about this all the time. Like, sports is not only a momentum game, but there are subtleties that happen in a game that people worry about. Like, you mean to tell me that the Rams aren't thinking that they're going into Tampa Bay to play Tom Brady? You don't think that they're thinking that they're playing the Super Bowl champions? You don't think that they're thinking, that this guy has beat us before? We've seen how great this guy is, right? I mean, I find it funny that all these injury reports and everything that happened, with the Bucks now really resemble everything that used to happen with the New England Patriots.
Damn, yeah, Rock, you're right.
It goes to the mystique of the GOAT Tom Brady. You don't think Matthew Stafford is thinking, damn, I know I got my win last week, but Tom Brady? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot going on. And again, pressure bust pipes, man. Who's going to be the Mario brother?
That's deep, man. Yeah, that is so true. Moving on to, so I'm again, shouts out to my boy Chris G, who will be like, yo, you gotta listen to the XM radio. And being that I have a farther drive now, I can actually utilize it the way that I really want to. A lot of people have been saying that the Tennessee Titans are the most disrespected number one seed in probably NFL history. Fellas, do you think that that's true? When it comes to number one seeds and people like kind of
Chris G, that's on you, yo.
I mean, is it true? No, it's not true. It's all factual. Ryan Tannehill. And I knew that's why you threw it to me.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Nobody believes in Ryan Tannehill. I'm sorry. They lost to the Jets. The Jets. With Derrick Henry, by the way. They lost to the Jets. And that's the Ryan Tannehill I know.
But Chris, what happened when people say, yeah, but you still have your Trent Dilferts, you still have a lot of quarterbacks.
What does that mean? Yes, bad quarterbacks have won Super Bowls, and they're still bad. They're still bad. Ain't nobody going, man. You know what I'm gonna put on the all-time Ravens quarterback team? Trent Dilfer. Like, come on, man. Listen, Tennessee is a defensive running team. That's what they are. That's what they are. Ain't nobody scared of Ryan Tannehill, man. That's why they're the most disrespected, rightfully so, number one seed. Ain't nobody afraid of them. Who been afraid of the Tennessee Titans? They literally stumbled in the first place.
Yes.
And I ain't even bullshit. Oh, excuse me. Let me get on my shit. I ain't even on the bull jive with it. Okay.
Because Lord knows
you bull jiving, Chris.
Lord, go ahead, Rock. Say,
Chris, you bull jiving, Chris.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it real. Ain't nobody afraid of Ryan Tannehill, man. That's why they disrespected. Look, all these other quarterbacks left. Everybody got respect for them. That Ryan Tannehill, even Joe Burrow as a rookie. And Cincinnati should lose because they don't have a good defense. They're probably not going to be able to stop Derrick Henry. And, it's an away game. It's a lot of reasons why they should lose. But, man, I won't be surprised if they win.
That's true. That is so – because when you look at the way the Tennessee Titans have been winning, it hasn't been very pretty, and it's like the teams that they needed to beat at the right time, they beat them. And people say, yeah, but they beat the 49ers. They beat the Rams. They beat a lot of the teams that are in the playoffs. But again, this is playoff football.
You know why they beat them? because there wasn't nobody afraid of Ryan Tannehill. And listen, bad teams beat good teams all the time. I just watched the Indiana Pacers with literally all their stars out beat the Warriors in San Francisco last night.
I know. Shouts out to Aaron. Shouts out to Aaron Fleming, who's rolling over in his bed right now.
And I watched Steph go for 39.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? So bad teams can beat good teams. You know, as they say, man, any given Sunday, something can happen. Any given Sunday, something can happen.
So I 1,000% agree with my brother. Just by the way, Chris, I was always known for my passing ability. I just want to put that out there.
All right,
just want to put that out there. But yes, sir. But I will say this though, right? Tennessee has also been a team that's been known to win ugly games, right? I think if you look at it, there are two physically imposing teams in this playoffs. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Tennessee Titans. And if they get you to play a game like they like to play, you in trouble. As ugly and bad as it's going to look, you will be in trouble. As much as you say, yo, on Madden, Ryan Tannehill sucks, you will be in trouble if you fall in the trap of playing their game. So the thing that the Bengals have to do is stay true to who they are and let Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and CJ Usman Zuda, you know what I'm saying? Let them be who they are. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't and they fall into a trap where you can end up a Sports Center clip because King Henry done pushed you in the dirt, it will happen.
Like Josh Norman. Speaking of pushing people in the dirt, we haven't seen it in a while. Our good friend, the mad scientist.
Nick's in the building.
What's up, Nick?
It feels so good to be home.
Talk your stuff, Nick. And then we didn't get to even get you during the college football season.
We're past that. You know, we're talking playoff football. Come on, get past that. Bye.
Okay, first things first. I promised myself I would not say anything derogatory during the college football season, but all I got to say is, how about them Bulldogs?
Oh, man. Well, you know what, Nick? I thought you were going to go for the jugular here on Chris because you didn't even get to talk about the game.
It's too late for that. And besides, the amount of hurt that he's probably been through this whole off season right now with all the transfers and all the seniors graduating and Ryan Day complaining about every single thing known to man. He's got his own hurt right now. So we'll worry about that another time.
Nick, you're taking it easy on him. Nick, this is not like you. It must be 2022. That's why, huh, Nick? Just say it.
Well, the other thing is Mr. Rucker just happens to be on as well.
No, that's who he was saving it for.
Down on me.
That's who he was saving it for.
Today. Oh, okay.
That's who he was saving it for. He got all that venom and vitriol for me. And in the words of the guy that we playing tomorrow night, who wants some of Debo? Bring it.
Well, so what do you call it? I'm glad I came on during the Tennessee-Cincinnati to talk a little bit, so I'll get started with that.
Please do.
You know, watching the playoff game last week with Cincinnati in Las Vegas, I got to tell you, Cincinnati was very lucky to get out of that game alive. I mean, we're talking about possibly one of the worst, unbelievable whistles that I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, yes.
The NFL tried to, the NFL and NBC tried to squashing the bug really quickly. Okay. And then at the very end of the game, Derek Carr leading them down the field. And for what reason did he try to throw the ball at the 2-yard line when he had Waller running the wheel route wide open and he didn't even see him? Trust me, I was cursing up a storm. Now, I'm going to give the Bengals credit. They bend, but they didn't break. Burrow had a solid game. Chase is a superstar. We know. We got it. 100%.
Potential superstar.
But the problem that I see here is that offensive line is extremely, extremely shaky. For Joe Mixon to only go 17 rushes for – sorry about my son. 17 rushes for 52 yards. Not getting him involved out of the backfield. Tennessee is going to feast. That front seven is probably salivating at the mouth. And then to top it all off, you're getting Derrick Henry back. Now, we don't know how effective Derrick Henry's going to be. I would love to say Derrick Henry's going to touch the ball 20 times and get 100 yards. I don't see it. However, if Henry is on the field, you know the Bengals are going to stack 8. Whether he's healthy or not, you're stacking 8. And they're going to try to let Tannehill beat him with his arm. If I'm a Titan fan right now, I'm scared. I'm scared because you're going to leave it to Ryan Tannehill. I'm petrified. This is going to be This is going to be shockingly a defensive struggle. I don't see this going over 37 points.
Wow, I can see that.
I see Burrow struggling for most of the game. There is one soft underbelly that he can attack. The Tennessee Titans all year long have had trouble with slot receivers. Do not be surprised if the slot receivers, whether it be Taj Boyd or T. Higgins, get involved a lot this game and Chase end up being a quote-unquote decoy for the Cincinnati offense. Mixon, to be honest with you, running the ball is going to be a non-factor. Out of that backfield, passing-wise, he will be a factor. One more thing to consider. Tennessee is one of the least blitzing defenses in the NFL. They only rush 4.
Like the
and they've had, and they have more success rushing 4 than most teams in the NFL. If the Bengals offensive line can't stop 4 people, it's going to be a long, long day for the Bengals. It's going to be in the end, it's going to be a close game. I think the final score is going to be 2017 Tennessee. But that's the only win that Tennessee will get this in the playoffs.
So you're saying that Tennessee will win divisional, and then after that, it's over.
No, they're not going to win. They're not going to win the AFC Championship game. The AFC Championship game is being played during the divisional round, in my opinion.
Agreed.
And now you go. You go to the other side. The marquee matchup of all the playoffs, in my opinion, is Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. And, 2 of the best young quarterbacks in the NFL, top 5 quarterbacks overall in the NFL.
Who?
In my opinion.
He must be talking about Josh Allen, because we don't feel like that about Josh Allen on this show.
Hey, Chris,
I am talking about Josh Allen, and I happen to feel that Josh Allen happens to be one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL right now, whether people like it or not. I'm calling you right now. I'm calling you right now.
I'm sorry, Nick, but I'm going to ask you one thing, that when we have guests, you do breathalyzers before they go. This just ain't working right now, bro.
I got one word for you, Deshaun. I got one word for you. Relax. I'm going to get to that side soon. But if you look at what Josh Allen did to the Pittsburgh Steelers after getting pretty roughed up at the beginning, I'm sorry, my bad. If you see what they did to the New England Patriots, trust me, both games were just a complete crap show in the AFC in the on Sunday. But if you see what he did to the Patriots, to a Bill Belichick-led defense, and if you look at the take away the game where the Patriots ran the ball like 65 times, and nobody was throwing the ball that game. You look at those 3 games that he played, he has dominated the Patriots defense. He has dominated a Bill Belichick coach defense, and it was the ultimate domination last week. Kansas City's defense, for all everybody talks about, is to me a middling defense. I see Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, Singletary, the whole lot of them carve the Kansas City Chiefs defense up. I don't see Kansas City winning next week in Kansas City. I'm calling it right now on this show. And what do you call my track record here happens to be really good, shockingly. Those that watch this to watch this. Bills 31, Chiefs 27.
Oh.
Well, I don't think that's a big. This is a coin flip game,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah,
I wouldn't bet. I wouldn't touch this game with a 10-foot pole. This game go either way to me. So I don't think that's a big shocker. The big shocker I heard out of everything he said is that Josh Allen is a top 5 quarterback. That right there, if I was sitting down, would have knocked me out my seat. And my biggest problem with Josh Allen being even considered a top 5 quarterback is some of being a top 5 quarterback or an elite quarterback is longevity, and the other part is consistency. And he has neither. He hasn't been consistently good long enough, and he doesn't have any longevity. He is the Cedric the Entertainer joke when Cedric was like, he went to like the correspondence dinner at the White House, and he heard how much the plate was. I think it was like $10,000 a plate. And Cedric said, man, I just got money 2 summers ago. Because that's what Josh Allen is. He stunk up until last year. He stunk. I mean, listen, there was potential. Don't get me wrong.
Ryan,
but he stunk. He stunk. Last year, he was great. This year, he was just okay. And even if you are a fan of Josh Allen, you can really admit this year, he was just okay. He wasn't great. He wasn't bad. He was just okay. I'm not putting a guy in the top 5 conversation that got 1 good year and 1 okay year. Not doing it. What Nick Saban says, quit asking. Okay? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And I feel that my brother, D-Ruck, feels the exact same way I'm feeling about Josh Allen.
Ruck? I think
did
that
I be impossible that I made did I make Ruck just quiet in just like disbelief?
I think that he's still on mute. There we go.
No, absolutely not. You did not make me quiet. you made me do a pause for the people because I'm like, you know what? Nick is our guy, man. We like Nick. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make sure it wasn't nothing going on over there. Your son was like, "What's in the cup?" Because you talking too crazy about Josh Allen. So here's the thing, right? Like Chris said, this is a game not for a bettor. This is a game for a real NFL fan that wants to see a great game with 2 new age gunslingers. I'll give Josh Allen that, right? But everything that Nick said, you could kind of go with that, but then there's just the evidence of last year. Kansas City was a bad defense last year as well. And the only thing I remember from that game is Stephon Diggs standing at the 40 with his hands on his head, watching the confetti drop. Because the Buffalo Bills offense did not perform well in that game. And Chris, tell me, did they get a new quarterback or they had the same guy from last year?
I'm thinking they got the same guy from last year.
All right, yeah. So, listen, man, I mean, listen, we get it. You know, we get what Bart Scott told him to do. Papa Blue Chew. I know there's keeps and hymns. There's all different types of pills, right, that are on the market right now. Not 5 of them is going to help him be the guy that he needs to be tomorrow. Because, again, gunslingers always look to match gunslingers. And that guy on the other side, 15, even for the slump that he was in the beginning of the season, he is back to being 15. And that offense is back to being who they were. So it's going to be a good game. I can't wait to watch it. But I would be shocked if the Bills are able to dominate the Chiefs like they did the Patriots. Because I know TC on the show. So TC, you happy? That was your king, huh? Mac and cheese, huh? Right? That's what you get. Should have had Cam.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, right? And I think we talked about it, if not last episode, then the episode before that, was how this season was supposed to be Josh Allen's MVP season. I think a lot of people, and the pressure was put on him, like, listen, if you don't beat the Patriots and win a playoff game, then it's going to be a problem. Now he did that, and he did it convincingly. Now we're stepping to a different realm. What can you do against a Chiefs team? Can you keep your team in it, and can you win? That's going to be the biggest factor of all of this. Because yes, Josh Allen, great potential. I think he can propel to be maybe in the top 5 if he stay consistent and continue to win. However, the benefactor, like people say about Tom Brady, is he playing the AFC East, and we know how that conference is. We know how that division is. So that's a step up for him. But I want to see what he does tomorrow. I'm sorry. When they play Sunday. I want to see what's going to happen Sunday. I like Josh Allen, really. I do. I don't think he's top 5, but I like his game, and I want to see if he's going to pull the naysayers to bed Sunday. That's what I want to see. So yeah. Any last words before we move on? Because we got a few more teams, man. One team I'm just oh no, we got one more team to talk. Well, one more game to talk about. Oh my god!
Listen, man, I know you saving that for the for the main event. So whenever you're ready.
Well, Trey, he said he's driving, so he couldn't get on. Hopefully, he get on. But any Green Bay Packers fans, please jump on. Let's get to it. The 49ers traveled to Lambeau Field. Nick is already shaking his head. I'm shaking my head too. I'm gonna let somebody take this away, and I'll just join in.
I'm gonna start it off.
Please do.
Out of everybody here, I'm probably the most rational person about this game. Okay, and followed probably by Nick.
Very true.
Well,
very
Nick
true.
Nick, yeah, like you said, followed by Nick because
followed by Nick. But Nick, Nick got a little. I know he got a little discount double check hate in his blood, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I would say that this game for the Green Bay Packers, the one team that they did not want to play is the 49ers. I honestly believe that everybody in the NFC, other than Tampa Bay, that was in the playoffs, was rooting for the Rams to beat the 49ers. Because they did not want, they are a bad matchup for every single team in the NFC not named Tampa Bay. And with Tampa Bay having injuries in the O-line, now they're a problem for this. The San Francisco 49ers can make, similar to like what Nick was saying about Tennessee, 49ers can force you into a style of play that you don't want to play. If I'm not mistaken, when they played each other earlier this season, I think it was week 5. I could be wrong, but I know it was earlier this season. It took a late drive by Mr. Discount Double Check to get that dub over even then a struggling 49ers team because they couldn't get their act together.
Had a back. Yeah.
I know you know. So I think this game is honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers won.
Oh my God.
But even with that being said, there's some pressure on Aaron Rodgers to win this game. Okay? You got the number 1 seed. You are right now probably the favorite to win MVP. You can't get, and I hate to say this about my boy and use his name like this, but you can't get Peyton Manning, okay? Can't be the number 1 seed, get bounced out in the first game you play. Can't do it. Not Aaron Rodgers. It looks bad. You already aren't going to catch Tom Brady. That ship has passed a long time ago. You're not catching him. Another Super Bowl looked really nice on the resume. And you got home field advantage, and you're the number 1 seed. So make it happen, Captain. Again, I honestly feel this is a close game. It can really go either way. But Aaron Rodgers best gets the job done.
Nick, I'm going to pass it to you.
D, you know I love you. You know I do. You know how much I am a huge fan of Aaron Rodgers. Yes, I just gagged in saying that. But this was the matchup that I think Aaron Rodgers feared the most. As Mark said, that defense, that San Francisco defense is, bar none, one of the toughest punch you in the mouth defenses in the NFL. Now, in the beginning of the year, they were sloppy. The whole team was just sloppy. They had injuries all over the place. Now they are somewhat healthy. The question, though, is, will Bosa play if he's out of the concussion protocol?
Bosa is out of the concussion protocol. He will play. That dropped earlier today.
That's awesome. Will Nick Warner be 100% healthy from what happened with his ankle? We don't know. Although 75% Nick Warner is better than 100% than most middle linebackers in the NFL.
He is playing too.
The thing that keeps me awake at night for the Green Bay Packers is Jimmy G. Probably the most overrated piece of garbage walking on the face of the planet. He literally almost threw that game away last week, in which everybody was screaming bloody murder. That throw against the Cowboys, where he overshot, I think it was
Debo.
By what seemed like 50 yards, was the turning point of that game. It really was. And he is at best, a game manager. That's all he really is. He's like this year's version of, I'm going to say it like this. He's this year's version of, say, like Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson, someone of that ilk.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a little rough.
Well, it's true.
That's a little rough.
It's true.
I don't know if I can get on board with that. That's a little too rough, Nick.
You could call it rough. I can call it truth. Because I got to be honest with you. The only reason why San Francisco is going to lose this game is because of Jimmy G. It's the only reason why they're going to lose this game. Aaron Rodgers is going to have...
Nick. I can agree with that, Nick, without calling him Trent Dilfer. I got to interject here a little bit. And I know I'm the resident kind of cat for Jimmy G guy here because I know how Quet feels about him. But Trent Dilfer, that's just disrespectful. He is way better than Trent Dilfer. He is way better than Brad Johnson. If you want to call him a game manager, I'm cool with that. If you want to say he's in the Alex Smith range, I'm cool with that. Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson is a touch too far. Brock, can I get an amen?
Hey, listen, I'm not stopping any slander of the 49ers. Hey, Nick, keep it coming.
Chris, we have our differences of opinion on many things, and this is something that we're going to have to agree to disagree on, because to me, Jimmy G, throughout his whole career, is Trent Dilfer light. No ifs, no ands, no buts about it. And when the Green Bay Packers defense goes on the field and they see Jimmy G instead of Tom Brady, instead of Matthew Stafford, they're like this. Because all they need to do is fluster him this much, and he will make the mistake that will cost them the game. Green Bay will be advancing. It will be a tough game. Not going to deny that. Personally, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a pretty dang decent game. I think the Green Bay offensive line is going to hold up well. Is it going to be a blowout? No, because it's good. They're going to be banging each other for 60 minutes, and I mean banging each other in the trenches to the point that there's going to be blood on the field. which is my type of football. But as long as Jimmy G is the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, they ain't going past this round. And I'm sorry to say it, Quet, but they're done. You're on mute.
You know why I'm on mute, Nick? Because I can't believe what I'm about to say right now. I agree with you. And here's why. Chris G and I have this conversation every week.
Wait, Quet. Before you go into your soliloquy, before you go, because I know how you feel about Jimmy G. I need you to say, because you would never say this about Trent Dilfer, you would never say this about Brad Johnson. I need you to give everybody the comparison of Jimmy G to a pretty girl joke that you said to me in confidence that you would never, and when you guys hear it, you would never compare Brad Johnson and Trent Dilfer to something like that. So go ahead, Quet, go say that. Go say your truth. Go say it.
Listen, when I say he is in the Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer range, I wouldn't say that. But he's not far off, okay?
Wow.
Now if you say, here's why, right? Because you don't know what type of quarterback you're getting with you talk about Jimmy G. Because if we played, okay, the Alabama Crimson Tide, Jimmy G will play like he's a D3 quarterback. But if we were to play the Buccaneers or the Green Bay Packers, he's going to play like he's Joe Montana. But I'm going to tell you what he is going to do. He's going to make sure he throw an interception. He's going to make sure he catches us to the point where us 49ers has a fan. I mean, us have a heart attack. And last week I couldn't say, and I'm going to keep it G because I know Dick got his kids and I know everybody, got their family. Handbone, what's up? When you're a 49ers fan watching Jimmy G, again, I'm going to change it, Chris, because, I got to keep it G. It's
man, I need you to keep it rated R. That's what I need. Because saying it G, if you can't say it rated R, I'm fine with it, but don't say it. Because if you don't say it rated R, it loses all of the luster. Because when you say it rated R, as a man, you know exactly what that means. You know exactly what that means. And Nick, we can say it off the air.
Are the kids in bed?
No.
Okay, I can't say it.
We can save it for later.
I'm going to save it for later.
But let me tell you something. There is a truth. There is a truth in it, and there is a truth that you are misleading this public because of your because Jimmy G can't get the job done for you.
No.
But just because he can't get the job done for you, and I agree with you on that, and I agree with the up and down. He can play like a D3 guy. He can play like Joe Montana. I can agree with that. Trent Dilfer sucks all the time.
Okay.
Brad Johnson sucks all the time.
Okay.
Okay. That's why I can't get on. I cannot. The best thing Trent Dilfer ever did was become a high school football coach. I hear he's great. He's great on breaking down quarterbacks or how good and bad they are. He is great at those things. Playing, that's a different story. You did that. I mean, there was nothing you can depend on with Trent Dilfer. You know for a fact Jimmy G has won you some games. Now he might have started the fire and had to put it out himself, which is counterproductive. Like the Rams game, he started the fire from playing so trash, but then he put the fire out.
I got a question though.
I just can't. In no good conscience could I let this Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson. It is sizzling in my spirit. And Ruck wants to agree with me, but he hates the Niners. He hates the Niners this week, so he won't do it.
But question. Those three quarterbacks that you mentioned, correct?
Okay.
When they went to the Super Bowl, they had good defenses, correct?
Very true.
When they left those games, which one of those quarterbacks didn't win a Super Bowl up by 10?
Unfair, because both of those defenses were better than that 49ers defense that went against a better quarterback and a better team than both those two teams went against. The Giants stunk, okay? They stunk, They shouldn't even been there that year. And what's his name? John Gruden knew every fucking. Excuse me. John Gruden knew every freaking thing that the Raiders were going to do. They were calling out their plays on the line. That is unfair. Unfair comparison. Unfair. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Listen. I'm done. Put me on mute. I'm done.
Let me just say this. I wish I had the passion to talk about Jimmy G like Chris does. But, Nick, I got to agree with you. One thing that we do have, and that's a hindrance for us as the 49ers empire, is Jimmy G. And I love Jimmy. I think he's a good guy. But when you're talking about the way he puts us in his predicaments, which we shouldn't be in, boom, there you go. We shouldn't even be having to play at the 6th seed. We should be higher. But because of Jimmy's malfunctions, here we are. Now, I'm going to get straight to it because I know Nick got the kids and I know Ruck want to go. But when it comes to the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers, I want to say with all my confidence that my 49ers are going to go in Lambeau Field, take their stake, and win the game. I want to say that. But I know what's going to happen. I know I'm going to get to the dance with this lady, and I know soon as the clock strikes midnight, she's going to turn into a riddled pumpkin. And I can't even do what I've been wanting to do all night, and that's celebrate. I know how it's going to go. Aaron Rodgers is hearing all of this. He's hearing how 49ers is the worst team to match up with. He's hearing how, he's not this, he's not that. And he knows this is his last shot. Well, maybe one of his last shots to get to where he needs to get to. So he's hearing all this. But with that being said, I'm rooting for my Niners. But I'm going to tell you what, with the way Jimmy been playing, I am not confident in Jimmy G's play. And he's going to be a hindrance to us winning the game tomorrow. Now, if I am wrong, I will come on my show and say I'm wrong. Chris going to be the first one to tell me. But I know this whole game, I'm not going to be able to relax because I know what it's going to end up being at the end of the night. I know. I'm prepared to start our season and put Trey Lance in there for next year. That's what I'm prepared to do. I hope I'm wrong because I think Jimmy G is going to come out. He's going to play well, but he's not going to sustain it like he should. Ruck, please go. I know you don't have much to say after that, but
I really don't, because there are a lot of truths in this game that you can't and should not run from.
Mm-hmm.
Are the 49ers a bad matchup for anybody in the NFC? Absolutely. Because they play a physical style of football that NFL teams don't really play nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Can the Green Bay Packers as a defensive unit stop the run? No. We've been bad all year. Tied for 29th in the league. All year, giving up 4.2 yards a carry to running backs, right? I know that Deebo Samuels had 10 carries to 72 yards, and I'm not the smartest dude in math, but I know that's 7.2 yards a carry. I get it, right? So with all of that being said, it's still 12.
Mm-hmm.
He's still there.
Mm-hmm.
He's still there with a couple of different weapons. He's there now with a couple of guys that we haven't had all season come back. And I'm going out on a limb and feeling that this is the same team that after week 1, everybody wrote off. We were horrible week 1. Aaron was horrible week 1. Everybody was smelling themselves. Now I think we have hit some type of rhythm And I think the team, not even just Aaron, but I think the team has now embraced this whole last dance thing. If it is to be so, right? So while we didn't want to play the 49ers, I think this is the perfect game for the team to vindicate themselves. At home, at Lambeau Field, a team that everybody knows that you don't want to play, but now you actually go out as men and play football. And the other thing is that I'm banking on in this game, and I know that everybody says Jimmy G and all this stuff. That's not what I'm banking on this game. You know what I'm banking on? I'm banking on Kyle Shanahan to be his dad and be as stubborn as an ox as they have both been. And he will continue to try to run the same play every drive.
Well, you know why, Ruck? Because we have to. Because Jimmy G he can't.
But here's the thing.
That's the tough part.
I am happy now noticing and watching the 49ers game, even watching the Rams game, to know that, you know, there's a level of arrogance that you have to have as a coach to say, you know what, I'm gonna just keep doing it. And I know at some point you roll the dice too many times as a coach and it backfires on you. So as worried as I probably was early in the week, you know what? I'm gonna believe in the guys that we got. I'm gonna believe in Devondre Campbell. I'm gonna believe in Rasul Douglas. I'm gonna believe in Jair Alexander coming back in a different package that now can feature Z and Witten Merciless along with some other people. I'm gonna think that while people laughed and joked about Preston Smith, myself included, that the man still has 9.5 sacks. That Rashawn Gary has now come to play. That Kenny Clark is there. And I'm going to believe that some of these other weapons that people should think about are factors now. Randall Cobb coming back is big. Lazard playing like he's been playing the last 4 weeks of the season is big. And oh yeah, stop 17. So I know they got Debo. I know that. But the one thing that was different about the San Francisco 49ers team that scared the mess out of me before, that really doesn't have me as scared as I used to be, is there's no Colin Kaepernick. There is no athletic quarterback that we now as a team say that not only can we not defend the run, but we got to contain the edge. He's not out there. So I know with Jimmy G, I got a shot at getting to him.
Yeah.
And again, in the comparison, 12 is still there. And even with an ugly game, I know one thing, or I hope there's one thing that Matt LaFleur won't do this year that he did last year. I think he's going to give the ball to 12 and let him make a decision. And I'll live and die with that right now.
Yeah.
After week 1, nobody thought we was going to be here.
Nah, I mean, I did. I mean, people, if, again, it's a long season. And when you have great quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers, you know week 1 means nothing. Week 1 means nothing. Nick, I seen you shaking your head.
But Brett, you know, you seen it. Chris, you seen it. Nick, you seen it. You saw how the Packers were getting roasted after week 1.
But come on.
You saw what people said.
But we know who's saying this, and we know they got it. But nobody paying those stakings. Even after that, I said, Ruck, please.
Can I say something?
Please do.
You know, Ruck, you're talking about this quote unquote last dance. We're talking about a guy who this year, once again, pretty much lit up the NFL with a plum. Was outstanding. I don't think this is the last dance. Not even close to being the last dance.
Oh no, Nick. I'm not saying it's the last dance, but I think like this. There's one thing that everybody knows, right? Aaron, as my brother Chris would say, is a cocky summer. Everybody knows that. And the one thing and this is why I have some confidence in this game. The one thing that I know that he has loved to do this entire year was shut up the pundits, not only with his play, but I think he is really ready for this moment because people say that he can't do it. So I'm looking for it. I know it's not the last dance. I've been joking with and Chris almost all year that after this he'll be in San Francisco.
I wish he was. Let me tell you something. If Aaron Rodgers find a way to come to 49er Empire, I'm getting 3 jerseys. I'm gonna be the happiest man that you will ever see in your life because we wanted him. I always wanted Aaron Rodgers from the get-go. I'm kind of glad he didn't come to us because he would have been ran through with all these coaches we had. But I mean, we saw what he did in Green Bay. It was a winner. However, that will be great. I know it's not going to happen, but
don't worry. This is the only game that the Packers are going to win anyway.
Whoa! There's that Minnesota Vikings talk. Go ahead, talk that talk.
It's not Minnesota. It's not Minnesota Vikings talk. I actually posted this in the private chat, but
yes,
I might as well get this out of the way now.
He said, "I'll say it for you." He said, "Bills Rams Super Bowl, calling it."
Woo! And he did the gritty when he posted that one.
No, actually, before Ruck, I have to be very honest with you. Before the playoffs even began, when the seeds were all set and everything like that, I really feel that everybody is probably taking a Chiefs-Bucks Super Bowl or a Chiefs-Packers Super Bowl for granted. I am just a huge proponent of both the Bills and Rams this year. I think they both, once they get rolling, they can't be stopped. And I just figured that this year, I could see a Bills-Rams Super Bowl and not be disappointed with it at all. I really can. I mean, I love the matchups for both teams going through. If you go through the playoffs thinking of who they're going to play, I love the matchups for them all the way through. I don't think there's one bad matchup for either the Bills or the Rams. The Rams will beat the Bucs this week. They will take advantage of what they need to do. Everybody's like, but the Bucs have this, but the Bucs have, the Bucs have Brady. Great, the Bucs have Brady. Fine, no problem. The problem is the Bucs offensive line is hurting really bad right now. The Bucs defense is not the same Bucs defense that I remember from last year when they made their run to the Super Bowl. This defense does not scare me at all. The weaponry now that Stafford has, Cam Akers coming back, is a lot bigger than people are saying. Now you have both Cam Akers and Sony Michel in the backfield. You're talking about a great 1-2 punch. You're still talking. You have Cooper. You still have Cooper Kupp, the pretty much 1A or 1B in the NFL when it comes to wide receivers, putting him right up there with Devontae Adams. Yes, I'm giving Devontae Adams his due, Ruck. But But that Rams defense, my God. If Wirtz is not playing, Aaron Donald's going to have like 4 or 5 sacks. If Wirtz does not play, Aaron Donald is going to feast on that offensive line. And Mike, with them not having Chris Godwin, Mike Evans is going to be seeing a whole lot of Jalen Ramsey. And we see what happens when Mike Evans plays top-level cornerbacks in the NFL. Don't do so great, does he? And now he's really got not much help either. Granted, they may have their full with Gronk, but this is not the Gronk of a couple of years ago. Remember, this is the Gronk. This Gronk to me is solid. He's good, but he's not the game-breaking tight end that he was back then. Another weapon that people have to look out for, who I'm a big fan of, is Tyler Higby. If he gets involved in that offense and attacks that soft underbelly of the Bucs defense, man, I'm calling the I'm calling the upset, and then after that, when they have to go travel again to whomever it may be.
Oh man. Oh, wow.
There's a reason why they call me mad.
It'll be crazy to see a Rams and 49ers NFC Championship game. It probably won't happen, but it'll be crazy. It'd be crazy.
I don't think it'll be. What do you call? I don't. Quite. I know you're trying to bait me in a little bit, but no.
No. Listen, I already know what it is. I already know it's, you know what I mean? Like, I already know what's going to happen. But yeah, it's okay. Bills and Rams. Now, I'm going to hold you to that, Nick, and we're going to wait because I want you to talk about that after next week because you got to finish it. You got to finish it.
Well, who knows? Next week I may come on and none of my teams are there. So I mean, then after that, I'm gonna have to eat a lot of crow.
Listen, I just want to say I'm still 49ers. Okay, I'm still golden red till I'm cold and dead. I was want to make that clear, but I'm a realist as well. Like,
no, you're not.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Chris, yes, I am. I'm a realist.
It's about that time for me.
All right, Nick. Thank you for jumping on, man. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much.
My name is Nick Ficarelli. I am the mad scientist of sports. Very big fan of this show, as you obviously know. I haven't been on for quite a long time. Between schedules and everything else, but whenever I am free and available, I definitely like to come here and chop it up with these guys and always have a lot of fun with Quet, with Dean, of course, my best friend in the whole world, Chris Gay.
I think that his internet went out. What happened? All right, Nick.
He disappeared off the planet, but
all right, Nick. Take care, sir.
Take it easy, guys.
All right. I wish Chris was here. Chris saying I'm not. I mean, listen, I'm just being a realist, man. I'm just saying, like, I know what Jimmy G is gonna bring. And
nah, man, talk that junk, man.
Nah, that's enough. I ain't saying no more.
People have been going crazy. I got earfuls and people threatening me to bet. Yo, man, bet, man. Bet.
I'm not betting anything. No. First of all, everybody that I bet last week was just 2 people. I won bets. I'm fine. I'm not betting. I'm not talking no more junk. I don't even feel right talking. I don't even like talking. Even with Cowboys fans. I mean, I said my little piece, but I'm not talking junk. I'm not as confident as I once was 2 years ago. Now, am I still riding with my team? Of course I am. But I'm not as confident as I really want to be.
You know what the funny thing is, Ben? I was thinking about it today.
What's that?
I think that both franchises are different from the last time that we played in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
I think that we're very different. I think, San Fran, again, has one thing that they have maintained that I think was a remnant of the Harbaugh era that I love is their willingness to play physical football. And I respect that a lot.
I think that was the Mike Singletary and Mike Nolan brought that in. And thank God we sustained that because that has been our calling card. Like, 49ers is going to be a very aggressive team, whether they're good or not, but they're going to be aggressive.
Yeah, I just, for all intents and purposes, I really hope that, and this is going to sound crazy, that Jimmy has the same game that he had in Dallas. I hope, because there were a lot of things that I saw in Dallas that he missed.
Yeah.
That could have really blown that game wide open. Now, I'm not even talking about like the picks, but there were plays
Yeah, I mean, also let's not forget
or Kittle.
Yeah.
Or Kittle. Yeah. There was a lot. So, but I feel like I feel like 12 just ain't done. I feel like he's going to do a Marcus Peters. I think we ain't done yet.
You know what? Also, not only that, but I think that it's going to be an FU to the Packers because remember at the beginning of the year they were like, oh, it was some rumblings like we don't need Aaron, sort of, kind of. If he comes, he comes. If he don't, whatever. And let's not forget that Aaron still feels some type of way that you guys drafted a quarterback behind him so high. So, and then like you said, Ruck, I was arguing with, no, I won't say arguing, but I was like, yeah, but like you said, Green Bay hasn't gotten the players around Aaron that they could have gotten, like a Julio, like the big name players. And I said, but because Aaron is so great, Aaron makes it look easy. So when people say, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers don't need this, he got that," but again, let's just say he's gotten the receiver that he needed. Aaron Rodgers winning at least another Super Bowl or two. And that's the thing that people don't understand. Yes, is he successful, but that just them acknowledging, like, you know what, Aaron, you're right. Let's get you a good, free agent that you can rock with, because we know if it's a good receiver here and you and Devontae, we know what we can do. But Green Bay is like, well, we don't need him. We got Aaron.
Yeah. I mean, you know what, the one thing, and that's why I feel like I do have a little bit of confidence in this game, because even the game that we played in the 49ers earlier, right? And I know it took a Aaron Rodgers drive to get back down, and we won, late. A lot of what we've done this year has been with major injuries.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that offensive line, for all intents and purposes, stood up against San Fran in that first game.
Yes, they did.
I think we ran the ball effectively. We did some things. And again, I think the confidence that those guys have, I think the confidence that the coaching staff have in those guys, and now getting the regulars back, I think for any team is a real booster. So I think it's going to be a great game.
I think that a few things that we need to do, and then I'm going to let you guys go. As 49ers, what we need to do is we need to test that offensive line. We need to continue to bring pressure. They're just coming back. They are playing against a team that's probably, one of the most aggressive defensive line in the NFL. You have that. Also, keeping Aaron Rodgers off the field. The 49ers do a really good job of keeping the ball, of holding the ball. And that helps. That helps a lot. And if we do that, I think that would be another key factor. One of the most important things, and this is the third thing, and this is what's been hurting us throughout the season, and Aaron Rodgers is going to try to exploit this, is our pass interference. We are damn near last when it comes to defensive pass interference because of bonehead mistakes. We have to be disciplined and sound on defense, because Aaron Rodgers, he's going to throw that ball up there, and we have a young rookie, Ambry Thomas, who Aaron Rodgers is going to say, I'm going to throw it up here, and I want you to grab him because you're so flustered. If we get those things under control, I think we have a shot. But again, we have Jimmy G. And that's all I got.
I'm going to say something that I don't think I ever thought I would say.
Talk your talk, King.
Y'all know Aaron Rodgers is by far and away, ever since the Sheriff has left, ever since the Sheriff threw his last pass in Super Bowl 50, Aaron Rodgers is my favorite player. My favorite player in the NFL. I never root against him. I'm not a Packer fan, but I love Aaron Rodgers. Hey, Ron. I am going to be rooting for Jimmy G so hard because the disrespect, that porn-star Jimmy gets from fans like you. Let me tell you something. I had to put up with 10 years of JT Barrett on Ohio State, okay?
Who is great, by the way. Check the record.
10 years.
10 years I had to deal with him. JT Barrett was on Ohio State when I got into elementary school. Now, had to deal with 10 years of that man. And I could not wait for him to go. And I always talked about his shortcomings, that he wasn't the guy to get the natty, to get the job done.
He got hurt, man.
But the slander, I would never compare JT Barrett to the college equivalent of Brad Johnson and Trent Dilfer. That disrespect to me.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
No. Don't back me now because you didn't back me then, okay? You was all ready to jump on Jimmy G and not being that dude. Jimmy G, listen, he is I'm fine with that.
Thank you.
That's a true statement. I think everybody knows that.
Just stop right there. That's it.
He ain't the guy. But you stop right there. I am not comparing him to, listen, I'm literally listening to you and the mad scientist Nick just giddy over this Brad Johnson and Trent Dilfer thing. And I'm in crazy time. Is everybody eating crazy pills?
I say he's a slight above. I didn't say he was them. I say
he's not even a slight. He is. I mean, however many levels there are in a building, wherever Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson is, he's on the top floor. He's on the top floor. Now there's a high rise.
Hold on, Ruck. I don't know what happened there. You sound like you like bad far away. Yeah. You sound like you literally on like a jail phone and you calling us collect.
For real. But yo, this joint bugging. It kicked me out.
Yeah.
It wouldn't let me get back in. I had to like restart my phone to come back on. It was crazy. But I say that to say, whoever, wherever they are in that building, Jimmy G's on the top floor. Now, there's a high rise above Jimmy G, or as they say, the upper room. Jimmy G ain't in that.
No.
But he is level. And I mean, just a certified winner, no matter how much you want to cut at him. The San Francisco 49ers, since Jimmy G's got there, win when Jimmy G plays, loses when he don't. And that's just a fact. So he's not all that bad. I understand why you have some misgivings about him because he did cost you a Super Bowl. Emmanuel Sanders was wide open. It was an easy pass. You should be able to get it there. But man, I'm saying, yo, I'm going to have to defend and ride with Jimmy G on a team that I hate in the 49ers. I hate the 49ers for what they did to me. I hate them. And now you got me riding for Jimmy G.
Oh, damn, Ruck went out too. Maybe it's overtime. Listen, I love whoever our quarterback is.
Nah.
I just know that what we're gonna get with Jimmy G. I already know. Like, I'm not gonna psych myself out. I already know what we're gonna get with Jimmy G.
You know what I hope you get with Jimmy G?
What?
A win. And you know,
hey.
I know, but I hate to do it because I really think a loss looks bad for Aaron Rodgers if he loses. But I need to be able, I'm petty, but I need to be able to call up Quest and talk your shit down, nigga. Talk your shit down.
Listen,
you know I'm gonna be on the phone.
This is I
don't want any of those phone calls to happen. No, I want you to call me and be like, "That's a bad man."
And I will if he wins because it's gonna be hard for me. It's gonna be I feel like watching this game. We're gonna be watching like my kids go against each other.
No, it's not. No. Again, this game is going Jimmy G on the 49ers, and I'm gonna do it in comparison to, again, before I met my baby, who I love so dearly, my fiance. This is like being with the girl who is so fine, and you always wanted to get with her, and you find out that chick crazy, and you know at the end of the night she gonna give you some, but you know you cannot stand her ass because she's been getting on your nerve for the past year and a half that y'all been together. Instead of her saying, you know what, let's get it on, she said, you know what, I'm done. I'm over you. I can't stand you. I'm leaving. This relationship is over. And you're sitting there like, first you're shocked because you're like, damn, I lost. But then you come to the realization that this too shall pass. Thank God. Get your ass out of here. I don't got to deal with your ass no more. So whatever the outcome is, but I know her shit is already packed. That's what I got to say about that.
Hey, yo, the funny thing about that is Joe Buck and Troy Aikman made that a point of emphasis last week in that Dallas game. They opened the game saying this may very well be Jimmy G's last game as a 49er.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's
So,
done.
you know,
He's done,
so it's people that are calling for it, and I think he's aware of it. But I will say this. as much as Jimmy G is underrated, I'm gonna go with my quarterback wanting to be the a-hole, the bad guy, one more time and shut everybody up. Because winning this game, him winning MVP, boy, he gonna have a lot to say on that Pat McAfee show. So I'm looking for that. And again, I really feel good that we're getting some of these guys back. Right? I don't even know what they're gonna look like, but I think Quet, you know it. It's just like if your coach when y'all was in high school said, "Hey man, Chris ain't playing this week. He got a bum wheel," and y'all go out and y'all win, right? And then you got another winnable game the next week. But then here come that guy, Chris, Aloquacious, Black Jesus, Gay, coming back in the locker room with his bag. Y'all like, got it.
Yes.
Oh, it's on.
Yes. Because you know why? Chris at 50% is better than Jimmy G at his healthiest self. That's why. Because we know what's up. We know what's up. And we know even if Chris is not at 100%, he's not going to do anything that's going to cost us the game. That's the difference. And so, again, me and Chris, we had this conversation about Jimmy G. But, again, we're just saying, okay, when is it going to come? Just get it out the way. It's like we know what's going to happen. Just go ahead and F up already. Let's get it out your system in the first quarter, not the fourth. Just hurry up, Jimmy. Let us go. Oh, okay, he messed up. Okay, now let's play. Shake it off. But it's just been too much, man.
I'm telling you, both y'all Negroes better pick up the phone because I'm doing a conference call right after this game. Okay? I'm doing a conference call.
Why? To say, you quit. You was right. I knew it, quit. Yeah, you was right, quit. That's why. That's what you're going to call and say.
Listen.
That's what you're going to call and say.
We'll see. Because let me tell you something. When y'all lost to the Green Bay Packers week 5, that wasn't cutting Jimmy G. Because Jimmy G took you down and got a touchdown.
No.
Jimmy G took you down and got a touchdown.
If Jimmy G had played consistent all throughout those 3 quarters, we wouldn't need that. If he hadn't made bonehead mistakes, we wouldn't need that. We would have won the game.
Football is a game of inches. He took you down with I think 2 minutes. I think he only left Aaron with like a minute 10, minute 12.
Yes,
Ruck will know better than us. And y'all defense did not live up to y'all standard and stop Aaron Rodgers from getting in the field goal range. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know if he had an incompletion. I mean, it was like doop, field goal range. Let's lead the clock.
But again, Jimmy G is like, oh, well, I did my job.
Hey, did Bosa play in that game in week 5?
A lot of our players were actually hurt. We had a lot of injuries. Yeah, I
don't think Bosa played.
Nah, we had a lot of injuries that game, man. So it
Plus,
was.
I will say this too, and all the slander that happens to BA, this is the quickest concussion protocol I've ever seen. and y'all know that to be true.
He don't need much up there. He ain't got much up there. I mean, we already know where he went to school. Come on now.
Hey, make America great again, right?
we already know where he went to college. I mean, ain't much.
Nah. We ain't gonna do that. Yeah, we ain't gonna do that.
Not like a good academia at the University of Florida. You know what I mean? So, but anyway.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody ever got a job in life till they got a Florida degree. Okay. Oh, man, you went to Florida. Woo!
You're crazy. Best state. The best thing ever, man. The best thing ever. But fellas, listen, I appreciate it. As always, I can't wait to see what happens. If the 49ers win tomorrow on account of Jimmy G, which is probably going to be, Debo going to have to throw another touchdown. If the 49ers win tomorrow, I will be up here first thing apologizing like I am. I will be like Boyz II Men on bended knee. I'll apologize for all that. Ain't going to happen, Chris, but.
Let me tell you something. I can't wait for for this game. I'm gonna have my nachos and a glass of yak. All right, glass of that yak, and I'm gonna sit back and enjoy.
You're gonna be on that hen dog.
See, I don't like Hennessy, man. I don't. But I'm gonna be on that yak.
That's because you got good taste. That's because you got good taste.
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but shout out to all the Hennessy drinkers out there. But
plum juice. It's the new Cisco. But yeah, I can't wait either, man. Ruck, win, lose, draw, you still my brother, man. You know what I mean? I'm just glad that you're in there. I'm just glad nobody's up here as a Cowboys fan. So that means that you guys all have all your faculties. So that's good. That's good. But with that being said, Ruck, say word.
Whoa. Wait. Wait. One side note. Listen.
Yes.
It ain't been a lot of fights, so I ain't been able to interject anything.
Okay, please.
Big one on Saturday. Huge one on Saturday in UFC with Francis Ngannou fighting Cyril Gane. I ain't ever seen the defending champ that is a monster. But everybody knows Francis is a monster as an underdog. He is an underdog in this fight.
Wait, they got him losing?
He is a underdog to Cyril Gane. Now listen, please don't get it twisted. There is a reason he is an underdog to Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane is just as big, just as strong, and more technical. He's a bigger version of John Jones. That's a little blasphemy, I know. But from what I've seen from him, he's a bigger version of John Jones. So he is coming in as the favorite. He is coming in as the favorite, and Francis Ngannou is the underdog. That just doesn't happen, man. So, especially from a guy that's considered the boogeyman. Like, nobody wants to fight this guy. And the challenger is coming in as the favorite. So, it's definitely going to be worth the watch because he's still Francis. So he can still end it in one punch at any time. But so can Cyril. So
what you're saying, Chris, I should bet on the fight?
No, I just wouldn't feel comfortable betting against Francis because, well, actually, you be betting with Francis.
That's what I'm saying.
Underdog.
Yes, exactly.
I
can put a few dollars on that.
Even in that, Cyril Gane, that motherfucker is impressive. He is impressive.
Hey, I don't have nothing to lose. I mean,
well, hey, whenever you can put some money on Francis,
why not?
Throwing a couple dollars up there, it won't hurt.
There we go.
It won't hurt. So I just want to put that little bit of the fight game in there, and there will be some. Keith Thurman fighting this weekend, but don't nobody care.
Oh, the disrespect to the light-skinned champagne pop is great.
Disrespect.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why nobody care, and then I'll let Ruck do the same word. This ain't even gonna take long. Keith Thurman ain't fought since he lost to Manny Pacquiao after coming off a long delay. Now he's been on a equally long delay, and he's fighting Mario Barrio. And I know you're going, who's Mario Barrio? Mario Barrio just fought Tank Davis.
I was about to say, isn't he the pit bull?
And lost to Tank Davis. And you go, well, why is that significant? Well, Keith Thurman fights at 147, and that's where this fight is taking place. 147. Can you guess? Where Tank took that fight at? 135. A whole division lower. He couldn't beat Tank. And now Mario Barrio is supposed to be able to beat Keith Thurman. I'll be rooting for him because this is some typical Keith Thurman shit. But yes, and the blasphemy that they're charging $75 pay-per-view for this fight. Obviously not to us, but to hardworking Americans out there are gonna have to pay $75 to watch that piece of shit.
It's crazy.
No.
Shamik Priest guy, he said Bills, Rams, Titans, and Packers. Okay. Sounds
Bills, Rams, Titans, Packers. Okay. I don't got a problem with it.
Well, Chris got to be in Bills, Rams, Titans, Niners, but
no, I still got it Packers because AA run. Jimmy G ain't gonna do nothing. Man. But man, boy, do I want Jimmy G to put. boy, do I want Jimmy G to throw for 440, four tutties, no picks.
Yeah, please. He gonna throw a pick in there.
440, 4 tutties, no picks. 29 for 26.
Chris, you ain't even drinking that yak.
Yo, Shami, stop being disrespectful, yo. Like you don't know I'm up here. You heard?
Chris, you ain't even drinking that yak yet. You ain't even drinking that yak yet, and you got yak likes.
I told you. The only thing I said is that's what I want, because I want to be able to call you with statistics to back up all the ignorant nigga shit I'm gonna say to you if the Niners pull it out and Jimmy G had a good game.
Listen, he gonna do. Okay, let's say he do that. Okay, and then what? Then what?
Then it's on to the NFC Championship game.
And then what?
You never know.
No, never know.
They obviously they just beat the Rams. Telling me they can't do it again.
Again, you saw what happened, man. You saw.
You know what? Matter of fact. You know what? I've changed everything. I'm pulling for a 49er Chiefs Super Bowl rematch.
Wow.
Come on, man. You know what's gonna happen.
Wow.
Why? Chris, why?
I just want you in that position. And I want you in that position, and I want Jimmy G. Hold on. It gets even spicier. It gets even more petty. I want Jimmy G to get you right to the edge and then let you down in the Super Bowl again. Because that's what you deserve.
Chris, do you know why they call him porn star Jimmy G?
Because he was dating a over the hill porn star at one point. But go ahead.
Because at every game he fucks us. That's why. That's why, Chris. That's why. Every game. No Vaseline. That's why.
I'm not participating in your negative behavior right now.
That's why. Part of my language. I'm sorry.
I want 49ers back in the Super Bowl against Kansas City with a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter, and I want deja vu because that's what you deserve for the disrespect you give it to Jimmy G.
No, boy, then Jimmy G need to say, since I'm here, I'm going to shut all y'all niggas up, and I'm going to win. But of course you're not. Of course you're not. I would love for us to win. I would love for me to eat crow and for me to be like, yes, I would love to bow down and eat my words for what I said about Jimmy G.
You're the only person I know that if the Niners win the Super Bowl and Jimmy G the MVP, you still gonna be mad. I still ain't like it though.
Yep.
Hey, Chris. Yeah. Hey, Chris, he treat Jimmy G like Marvin Lewis.
Bro, fact. He treated him like Marvin Lewis.
Marvin Lewis isn't needed in Cincinnati isn't anymore. Was that wrong about that? I mean, look, they won without him. Finally.
Hold on. How long has Marvin Lewis been gone?
5 years.
How long has he been gone?
Well, 5 years.
And how many coaches have they went through since he's been gone?
Well, only 2.
All right, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how long he's been gone. I can't remember. Cincinnati. But Cincinnati. But,
no, it was only one coach. It was only one coach.
No, it wasn't. They had at least 2 or 3. Stop it.
Okay, 2. Okay, it had to have been 3. Yo, y'all keep capping for Marvin Lewis. Yo, stop.
But it really ain't capping because up until the point they got Joe Burrow, they were on the course of being the same old sorry Bengals that they've been before Marvin Lewis got there. Now they lucked up, and some guy from Ohio, Joey Franchise, all right, I just dubbed it. Joey Franchise came out of nowhere and uplifted and saved the city of Cincinnati. Yeah, if they didn't get Joe, and then they got lucky. I mean, I don't want to say lucky, but they were fortunate that he got injured in his rookie season and was able to bounce back healthy, but also gave them the ability to have another early round pick and pick up Jamar Chase. Right, a lot of things happened that had nothing to do with Marvin Lewis not being there to get them back to being successful. It was also beneficial to them that Cleveland is fucking Cleveland and Steelers suck and Lamar Jackson got injured. A lot of things broke their way. Marvin Lewis didn't get those type of benefits. He had to go against the Ravens full strength. I mean, the Browns have always been the Browns. And he had to go against the Steelers full strength. He had to go against the Triple Bs.
Again, Chris.
Back when they was good.
I'm not saying he had to win every single game or even a Super Bowl. I'm saying in his 10 plus year tenure, he couldn't get one playoff win.
Was Vontae Burfict his fault? Was that and I already know Rupp gonna back me up on this. Was not that game in the bag, Rupp?
Again, he had
in
games.
the bag.
In the bag. How many times did the Bengals have to go up against Peyton Manning? That's not fair.
14
That's
years.
not fair.
No playoff wins. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah. We listen. I don't care. Y'all can call it Captain for Marvin. If we going to talk about, if we going to make the comparison with Jimmy and Trent Dilfer, yeah, I'm all about Captain for Marvin, even though I ain't Captain.
I mean, listen. I love black unity. I love to see black people in power, especially when it comes to the
No,
NFL.
you don't. You Uncle Ruckus.
Yo, but I'm just saying, one playoff win, and he had teams that he could have did it with. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying again, he played in a very tough division. I know it was hard.
Hey man, you sound like you sound like you a believer in the nation, and I see nothing but bacon in your refrigerator.
No, I'm just saying, y'all niggas still watching BET and there ain't nothing but Baby Boy up there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, yo, forget you.
Exactly. Turn Baby Boy off and turn Medea, goes to hell, prison, whatever. Turn that off. It's other stuff to watch. I love Marvin Lewis. I think he's an excellent coordinator. I think he's going to do very well. Yes, I do. But
I believe you don't disrespect that. He's a very good coordinator. He's a very good head coach. Very good head coach.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Chris, like I've always said when we get into this conversation, first the Fat Boys break up, now this.
Preach.
Listen, there's a lot of it's a lot of black head coaches who I'm riding with, who I'm rocking with. You know what I mean? Marvin Lewis just ain't one of them. No disrespect.
Yo, sometimes you gotta be
all disrespect intended, obviously.
Yeah, all disrespect. Sometimes, you gotta be, depending on what type of franchise you got, you need to be happy for what you did. Okay.
That sounds like slave mentality right there. You better be happy with
whoa.
Fuck that.
All right, now you're starting to sound like All right, so Chris,
I'm just saying. I'm just like I get what you're saying. I'm just not capping for Marvin Lewis. God bless him, man. I think he's doing great out there. Isn't he coaching college football now?
Hey man, right? you know you didn't choose. You know you didn't choose to be black, right?
As you would say, Ruck, does a hit dog holler? All right, then go ahead and say a word, man. Go ahead and say
Boy. Listen, I love it. All I gotta say, fellas, is I'm hoping for a real good game tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Can't wait to see the game and what the outcome is. Mm-hmm. Go Pack, go. Listen, people, for this episode of Say Word, man, we're gonna keep it where it needs to be in 2022, and that's with us, and that's with our efforts, and that's what we are putting into what we get out this life day in and day out. So the word this week is this: the best way to predict the future is to create it yourself.
My God.
So Ron, predict the future.
Jimmy
It's
G.
in your hands. You heard? Make them understand. RELAX. Let's get that discount double check. But really, people, man, let's get to it, man. We got to get to our next life, our dreams, our desires. And the only way we get to that is work. You can't run from the grind, as my man Dame Dollar says. Mm-hmm. So get to it, you heard? Peace.
With that being said, fellas and people, everybody tune in, people that will be tuning in, we appreciate you so much. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, The Ruck Report. Go Pack, go.
Peace.
The Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, The Rucker Report, a.k.a. Jerry.
Ready? This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game.
Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished.
This is Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
X about me. X about me.
With Professional Sutton.
You already know.
Chris G.
My homie.
And the Rucker Report.
My family, what up?
They for real.
All straight with no chaser.
Let the games begin.
Let's go. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.